your life, you want to think about some of these gifts, because you would be thrilled to get any of these gifts, right,
Oh my
Mairlyn?
gosh. As a matter of fact, I bought them for the show and kept them and had to buy other ones, you know, because I love them so much.
That's
yeah.
good.
Oh, really? Oh, no, I was
That's
like...
good. So it's
yeah.
Mairlyn approved, which
Yes.
is awesome.
Very, okay, so I think rolling pins are awesome.
Yes.
And there's a whole bunch of different types and styles. You know, there's the rounder ones. There's the ones that have the moving handles. This is the one that, this is a green version of the one that I used for the pastry. It's a silicone. I loved it.
Nice.
I thought it was so much fun.
Yeah.
And you know, I think when we think about baking, we think about really expensive stuff that we can give them, but people also want like little things too.
Yes.
Like I want lots of stuff.
Yes,
okay?
like lots of little things rather than one big thing.
Yeah.
Give me lots of little things.
I want lots of little things.
I
okay?
get that.
And even like a little thing I think is a neat idea, like the actual tarts that I was making was mincemeat.
Okay.
And I got this at Metro, which is where I do my shopping, and it's a really high-end one. And so you could give the ingredients for something. So you could have the rolling pin, the rolling mat. So instead of just having like one thing, you're getting a whole bunch of little things. And this is that mat that I used that doesn't stick on your counter. So you could give them that and the rolling pin and that, and then these little kind of cupcake holders. So there's lots of little different things that you can do to make up a gift, okay?
That's so fun for them to open too.
Oh, I know.
It never ends.
I know, and
There's
especially
more.
if it's from your kids or something, you know, they get all excited that they actually contributed and went shopping with you and the whole thing.
Right.
Now, this is a really neat toy, and I really like mine. It's a cake tester, and so instead of, you know, going like tap, tap, tap to see whether something's good or getting a piece of spaghetti, which, you know, if it's not ready, it melts in there. So this is just like the way that you do your cake tester.
Okay,
And then these are really fun tools. Do you know what they are?
That's to get your slice up.
No. Anyway.
This is for
icing.
the icing.
It's icing.
I
And
didn't
see when if this was a cookie, then when I'm icing I'm going like this, or if I'm doing it on a cake, and it's a technique, and so you kind of do this swirly thing. And they're different sizes. Isn't it pretty? And size matters. That's the one for the pie.
This is the pie.
That's the pie one.
Or the cake.
Well, no, the cake one is actually rounder. This is like the shape of a pie.
Let's get specific now, shall we? I'd use it for anything. I'd use it for a pizza too.
You know what? Multifunctional, but you know, in the
Right.
world that there are specific things.
In the real baking
In the real
world,
baking world.
they know.
You
know.
like, don't mess with that.
Don't
You
do
did
it.
what with this?
Sorry.
Like, yeah, okay, anyway. All right, this is a Madeleine pan en français.
Oh, nice.
It makes those little sweet little kind of
Yes.
Madeleine cookies that you put icing sugar on.
Very
and this is
lovely.
neat because they pop out. And one of the problems when you make a Madeleine is how do you get it out of the pan? You know, you're like, I hate this stupid thing. But this one, you just go, pop, and they all pop out.
Beautiful.
It's really cool.
And this is silicone as well?
Silicone as well.
Yeah, I love that. It makes it just so much easier.
I know.
That's
and then
the thing.
That's the thing.
I love that thing.
This is so. I bought that for the segment. I use it now all the time
Now you
too.
gotta
So
keep
it's a
it.
wheelie thing. It's a pastry wheel.
So good.
These are called. Do you know what a macaron? A
Yes,
macaron, oui.
absolutely.
I like sounding like I always do that, don't I? Like I have
You
that
get a little
pretend.
bit into
and
the
no, it is
culture, yes. It's okay.
So this is a macaron pan. So that
Oui.
you put them right on there, and they would be the perfect shape. My
Okay.
girlfriend who makes macarons would like. This is blasphemy, but for beginners, this is really, really good. Cookie cutters, I think, are so beautiful as decoration, but also to make a beautiful one. And you know, I'm a home economist. I'm all about measurements, and so why not have brass measuring spoons? I think those are really, really, really pretty.
That is
I would love that.
beautiful.
You know, and if you're doing, everyone's doing Instagram now.
Yes.
You have that beside a picture, like people are going,
What?
"Are you a food stylist?"
Like, oh my
you're
gosh.
awesome. Yeah. Okay, so
they would love that.
And these are gorgeous. These are cookie presses, and
nice.
people don't use these as much anymore, but I love them. The trick is to lightly oil them before you press them into something so that you're getting a nice imprint.
Very nice.
And then we've got some molds here for little tiny cakes.
Oh,
and
little
then
baby cakes.
Cake pops. These are really still very popular.
Yeah.
And this is a cake pop pan that you would put in, and then they've got the little sticks, and you can have them. You actually cool them off in these little stand here.
My daughter would
Isn't
go
that
crazy for this.
cute?
Thanks to
I
Trudeau, you're going to love
know.
this. Everyone's going to take home the cake pop set to create their very own treats. So you get a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and you get a little bit of that, and you put it all together.
Bing, bada, bing.
And then bing, bada, bong. Now,
Right.
we talked to the audience about, you know, burning baking questions they wanted to ask you.
Yes.
And I got the questions and I asked you about them. We're putting it on our website at cityline.ca. You know what? I learned a lot in that little 2-3 minute chat. So definitely go click on cityline.ca to see that chat.